Hi class, Mrs. Calvi here. I'm going to do a quick review on how to find the prime factorization of a number. If you remember in class, we used the factor tree. So if I want to know what the prime factorization of 36 is, I'm going to start out with my number at the top. I'm going to branch it out. Now remember, the only number you are not allowed to use is the number 1. You may not use the number 1. So here I have to look at and I have to figure out what number times what number gives me 36. So remember, there are different ways you can get 36. It doesn't matter as long as it totals 36. If you're using 6 times 6, that would work. If you're using 9 times 4, that would work. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use 6 times 6. And I keep branching out until I have only prime numbers. Okay, so what number times what number gives me 6? So I can say 2 and 3. I cannot go any further with 2 because it's prime, and I cannot go any further with 3 because it's prime. So again, for 6, 2 and 3. And when I actually go to write this out, this means, if you remember, 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Or you would use it using an exponent. So 2 to the second power times 3 to the second power. And you should always list these in order from least to greatest. Okay, so now if I would have done 9 and 4, you're going to see that it comes out to be the same thing. So let's just erase. So if I did 9 times 4, I'm going to break out 9 with 3 and 3. 3 is prime, 3 is prime, I'm done. 4 is a 2 and a 2, and those are both prime. So if you notice, I come out to the same prime factorization. So 2 times 2 times 3 times 3, or 2 to the second power times 3 to the second power. Okay? So that was just a quick review on finding the prime factorization. Now, let's say I had the number, let's say 54. And you just can't remember what times what gives you 54. Now remember, 54 is an even number, so you know all even numbers are divisible by 2. So if you're stuck with a number and you know it's even, you know 2 times something is going to give me that number, okay? In this case, it's going to be 2 times 27. Now 2 I can't go any further with, I would circle. I would break out 27. Well, I know that 3 times 9 is 27. I cannot go any further with 3 because it's prime, and because the only thing that gives me 3 is 1 times 3, and I'm not allowed to use a 1, right? And I can break out 9 by 3 and 3, and those are both prime. So my prime factorization for this one is 2 times 3 times 3 times 3, or 2 times 3 to the third power, okay? And if you notice, well, 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 3 is 18. And 18 times 3 is 54. So it comes back up to our number. That's a double check. Okay? I will talk to you soon.